What's good, sneaker YouTube? It's your boy Snake, and we back in the lab here, as y'all see behind me, shoes. So y'all know what we here to talk about. But I gotta say, shout out to everybody that copped everything that they wanted back in 2022. I did as well, but I also have some regrets. I can tell you that. So this is about pretty much my top five worst pickups for 2022. Pretty much you just found yourself buying just to be buying. I kind of think we were all still in COVID mode, still in we must buy this because if it sells out, then it's going to cost us X amount of dollars more, or if we may not be able to get it, or fakes are made, whatever it may be. So it caused us to buy everything, including the ugly colorways, including stuff we know was going to sit. But everything wasn't sitting for what, 3 years, from 2019, possibly 2020. But everything moves. I kind of hate to admit it, I fell into that trap where it was just like I buy every release. And now we've kind of made it to the point where it's slowing down. I'm not gonna say people don't necessarily have money to blow on shoes every week, but people are starting to prioritize their pickups now. Of course, shoes drop every week, but sometimes they don't even be worth the colorways. And some of these colorways that I'm gonna show you guys is pretty much the reason why people are actually into it. So we'll start with number one. If you know what's in this box, you know this is one of the biggest, and I mean biggest bricks of 2022. And you have the Heritage ones. Now, sadly, we figure it's a red shoe, hey, it'll move. Red, black, and white always do well, but the color blocking on this is kind of reminds me of the Fragment Travis Scott. But the colorway was okay, but the blocking was terrible. And not to mention, this is a brand new shoe, haven't worn it, really haven't taken out the box, and it was coming from Nike, just like this, with the creases. If you guys can see that, creases in the shoe, it's even on the other side. So the quality of this shoe was terrible. I'm actually hoping that StockX takes this. I'm trying to move it here on StockX. Hopefully they take it and don't penalize me for it, but I feel like they are, just because of what they are. But these were the biggest bricks of 2022, besides the Brotherhoods. Now, the Brotherhoods I don't have, but they're on my top five. So we'll put a picture of the Brotherhoods up here in the corner, but the Brotherhoods have to be number one, but this is a close number two. Pretty much, man, like I said, this was a dope custom shoe. Getting it, making the Chicagos, making the black toes, bread toes, things like that. This was basically the canvas for the shoe. But other than that, that's all it was worth. It wasn't worth much else. Like I said, I even had someone paint a pair of these, because I think I had three. I had a pair painted to be, I want to say, the bread toes. I think I had them painted as the bread toes. But those and the Brotherhoods. Now, the Brotherhoods could have definitely been something better, something bigger than it should have been, truthfully. But for the simple fact, the Brotherhoods lacked the Laker purple, or a purple that people cared about. That pastel type purple really didn't capture nobody. Like, what are we wearing this with? What fit are we throwing together with this, truthfully? But it should have came out something like your court purple, your court purples, your court purple 2.0s, or hell, even your LA to Chicago pair. It could have came out one of these purples. If it came out one of these purples, then you would have been A1. You would have been straight. It would have been a decent selling shoe. But it did. So we'll move on from the Brotherhoods. We'll push that out the way, them trash shoes. But pretty much, man, we're going to the number three shoe. Now, the number three shoe, I feel like it's not a terrible pickup of 2022, but I feel like we all fell into the trap of buying it for the collab, buying it for the collection just to finish the numbers. At least I did. And we'll have to go with the Ma Maniere 2s. Now, my biggest thing is 2s aren't that great. 2s are ugly. Pretty much they're trying to push 2s like there's some 1s, some 4s, or something of that nature, or even 11s. Like I think this year alone we have 15 different types of 2s coming out, and it's just like nobody's buying 2s like that. Honestly, we're at the point where nobody's gonna be buying 2s like that. They're gonna sit on shelves. Now the Chicago's, it's a different thing. The only reason why some of those are sitting is because of smaller sizes. But I know for the simple fact that the Ma Maniere 2s, now granted, like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3s are great, 4s are great, 1s are okay. They're barely staying in my collection, but these twos here, we're barely skating by, barely. And I just mean barely, but like the crackled leather or whatever you want to call it, the snake skin, it's an okay shoe, but I don't see myself really wearing it. I think I tried to. I got ready to wear them one day and I just wasn't feeling it. Like I have the Ma Maniere shorts, both the black and the burgundy-ish color, or what color is that? It was burgundy crush. So I have both those colorways, but I just didn't see myself really liking 2s like that. I feel like they're trying to force it, and they pushed the 2s at a perfect time where people were buying shoes just to be buying because they were selling out. Like everything was, you know, everybody was reselling, stuff like that. And now, you know, I don't even remember what these 2s are going for. I think the 2s were going for like 300 when they first came out. But now that hype has kind of died down, I'm kind of okay with letting go of that shoe. But they was just a plain crackled leather shoe. Now the ones are okay, but again, they did that crackled leather. I love the smell, but they did that crackled leather, same interior as what they did this on the 3s and the 2s. So all 3, even the 4s now, but this was soft. So I'm okay with that. The ones are the ones. Ones always go up in a price at a later time, but I don't see those 2s doing anything. And if they do, it will do numbers years down the road. But it's besides the point. Just was a pick me up just because it's in the collection, because it's a collab, and it was probably not worth the pickup, truthfully. Like I said, they were pushing 2s heavy this year. And so I'll put it this way. I think number 4 needs to be, it's 2 shoes, but it needs to be 1. I'll put it that way. Number 4, the Union 2s. Now, these were, I think these hit Nike recently. Like your factory stores, you can get this for a discount. Now, they're not bad. They're not bad. But I think Union slipped up on these. For the simple fact, this was following that same type of path where the 4s, the Union 4s were doing, you know, the weird colorways and things like that. Hard to grasp people with these kind of colorways, especially on a 2 with a big tag on the side. You know, honestly, this was just a pickup just to be picking up. Like, I think this was my pickup for I got the Unions. Okay, let me make sure I get all the Union collabs. Let me make sure I get all the Ma Maniere collabs. Stuff like that. These 2 were that type of pickup. Now, granted, I got one of them for retail. I think I paid resale for 1. I think maybe $200-300 somewhere along there, but the other one was retail. I think it was this one that might have been retail. No, I think it was the Great Falls were. But the Rectans, man, I don't know. Like I said, man, I was pretty much getting these just to say I got them, man. And it's a lot of shoes I bought last year that was just like that. And it's just time to move them on to people that may wear them or may hold them. I don't care, but let's just open up that capital, man. Let's speed that up and let's use those funds for something else. Honestly, even though it should have counted as a number 4 and 5, a number 5 pickup, man. If I had to be honest, my fault, my fault. Biggest, and I do mean biggest. the Rebellionaires. This shoe was, the rumors were swirling around this shoe like it was just about to be this limited shoe that everybody didn't want. Well, that everybody wanted. Like 8,000 pairs created, all this jazz. Still smells like it, brand new, everything. And I remember buying these shoes, I think after, just like, okay, I'm just gonna hold them, because I didn't get them on sneakers. But I remember buying these shoes, pretty much these were at the point where it was just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab them. It's the band logo on the back. Let's grab them. Let's see if they do numbers years down the road. But can I really bring myself to wearing it? No. Can I see myself wearing it? Probably not, if I haven't worn it yet. But I feel like this was just another cop. Like this was a mass-produced shoe, and they played everybody on this shoe. Played everybody. Just another shadow. I don't know where my shadows are. I think my shadow's in my other closet, but just another shadow. And man, honestly, if I can go back and do some of these cops over again, I'll probably let them sit. Like this morning, the True Blues came out on Finish Line and JD. I'm gonna be honest with you, and the Mars for Her as well. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If they don't swoosh, I'll grab them. Other than that, forget them. But like I said, guys, I just want to share my top 5 worst pickups for 2022 or the regrets. Honestly, I feel like some of those should be in everybody's top 5. I feel like nobody wears 2s, and I get into that for another video. But like I said, nobody wears 2s. But anyway, if you already haven't, make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video. We got more on the way. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Snake. I'm out.